Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. It's Friday. Happy Friday morning to you. We made it. We made it through another week. I'm like, okay, it's been a busy week. I have had a busy week myself. I feel very running, maybe not on camera, but just the things that I had to get done. I feel like it was a long week, but a good week. Good week at that. And now I'm like, okay, now I got to kind of plan and think about like my next week. So that is what I did. I went, my little update, I went to the store, got the ingredients that I needed to get, and remade my good raspberry muffins, and they turned out perfection. Perfection. Very, very happy with these. These are the best. I'm like, I boiled it down to the protein powder, and that's fine. That's totally fine. Don't put the protein powder in it. Not that kind that I did. So yay on that. So we got muffins over here. Everyone's like, yes, muffins. They're eating it. It's a good thing. And I didn't have to do, did I do any food yesterday? You know what I did? There's plenty of stuff in the refrigerator, but some of the kids wanted that barbecue chicken pizza. That's a favorite. That is definitely, somebody walking by. That is definitely a favorite. So, and one I am loving it on tortillas. Putting the barbecue sauce, chicken, a little bit of cheese, and mild pepperings. I don't know why. I don't really care for barbecue sauce very much, but it's good. It's good. So we are on to something new. So I'm like, that's a winner. So I just went through and I did a lot this morning. What did I do this morning? I hung out my picture in my room. You want to go see my picture in my room? I had to do some planning for next week, getting things accomplished. So I hung this up. I didn't even show you. Still got a hole in the wall there from their alarm. We hung that up there. That was in our living room. So I hung that up, and then I looked everywhere I could look for a level. No level to be found, and I know we have them. And so I'm like, where did it go? It's stuck on something, but I'm like, where did it disappear to? So anyway, so they had holes in the wall before. I put my good anchor in one of them because the inside walls are drywall. And then the other one, I'm like, that looks lower, but would they have hung their stuff crooked? So I chanced it, I screwed it in the same hole, and then hung it up, and I was like, oh yeah, that's off. No, that's off. So what I did is, I then was like, all right, Lord, I can do this. And we do have a big giant level. I just have to get the big giant one out. And then I'm like, okay, let me just go a little bit above it. And I did. So this is good. Simple and easy. These are good. So it's just I think this is prettier in here than in my living room. I didn't really like it in my living room. So I am happy I got that. We had to pull another blanket yesterday. It's freezing. I feel like winter is upon us. No, it's not. It's not, but it's definitely chilly. I went for a walk last night. It was so nice. I jumped in the pool and it was like so cold. I was so cold from what we're used to, and so I was like, but it was good. My one friend came, and she wears, summer clothes like I do, and she had her sweatshirt on. I'm like, I feel like it's wintertime. That's not good. So anyway, so that's good. So now I'm like looking at my ones on my wall here, and I'm like, I probably will get some paint, hopefully maybe next week, maybe remind myself, pick up some black spray paint. So, okay, so I did that, and then I had to plan for next week because my kids are gone all week long. They're helping out at church camp for kids. They love it. Every single one of them, they are excited for it. And so I will be a free woman for most of the day. So all I have to do is make a dinner. So when they come home, they can be well fed. So then I'm at that 3-month mark of when we did our big meat haul at the end of March. So April, May, end of June, which close to it. We still have some food. But I'm like, so it's just stretching of what do I have, what do I don't have, and I only feed 4 kids. I will feed 4 a week, but like getting the meals, not overcooking, which is great. I'm thinking the pizza is going to be a very good addition, probably every week, hopefully, because everybody likes it. It's something different. They're getting some protein. They're getting all that good in there. I'm not feeling bad. That's just cheese pizza. And so we'll see. We'll see how the weeks go. So basically, I went out to my freezer this morning when I got back. I dropped Autumn off, and I went out there and I looked, and I was like, okay, what kind of food do we have? Let me make a list. I have a lot of frozen fruit because I bought it to make sorbet and have not made sorbet. So I wrote down, make some sorbet for a treat. I just needed to do that. And then came in here and kind of went through all of my cupboards. Went through my pantry, went over here, which is pretty full still. Went through my pasta cupboard, went through my up top cupboard, cleaned out my freezer to kind of see what I have, cleaned out the refrigerator, cleaned out this refrigerator, and just kind of looking to see like, okay, what are our options for the next few days. Like I know I have to make food today because it's the weekend. And then I'm thinking ahead till next week of what kind of meals. So I made a big list, not a big list, 5 meals for the week that everybody will eat, because I don't want anybody starving, because they're gonna have a long day. They're gone from like 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, and they get home about 4:30 in the afternoon. Dedicated kids, they're dedicated. You think your kids won't wake up any other time, teenagers? They will when they have to, people. So that'll be next week. So I was like, what can I do that's gonna be a little bit different? Because there's gonna be nothing to do at home. I mean, I could just sit and do nothing. But what I'm thinking is we will go along, and I haven't been to the discount stores in our area in a long time. So I thought, why don't we go discount store shopping one day? And then why don't we go thrifting one day? I would like to go get a few new dresses, because my goal, or my reward to myself, was to pick up a couple. Like I've been able to wear some of my dresses that I had before. So they're newer because I haven't worn them in a little bit. And then I thought, well, maybe I can go and look now that I'm down 10 pounds. And go and maybe see if they have something. So I thought, why don't we go thrifting one day? Wouldn't that be fun? I think that'd be fun. And so it's like, because I have the whole day, I won't be gone all day, but I'm like, that would give me something to do. And then I still have a gift card for that Miss Carol gave me to Kohl's. And I thought, well, you know what? We can go to a couple stores. Why not? So next week will be a browse and shop with me. Why don't we do that? Why don't we do, like, I'm thinking the thrifting one day, hit a couple thrift stores. The discount stores one day, because everybody loves that. And then I do need to go to the regular store and pick up a few things. So maybe the farmer market one, the Detweilers, because I need to make more juice, get veggies for the week and things like that for the couple weeks. And then we'll do like I'm gonna see Kohl's. I haven't been to Kohl's in a long time. Kohl's, like Home Goods, TJ Maxx kind of vibey time. You know what I mean? Just to go browse. And look, it's always fun to look. It's great to go buy and spend your money. Sure, that's even fun. That's fun too. But it is fun to go look, get some ideas, just enjoy the little things. Do you know what I mean? So that'll be next week. So be prepared to be out every day. We'll probably start with, I don't know how I'll do food. Maybe in the morning and maybe in the afternoon. I guess I'll just see what time I get back. So, but for today, I got stuff to make today. But I do have encouragement for you too. Let me get out my little scripture. I got out this one. This is from John 16:33, and it says, I have told you these things that in me you may have peace. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart. I have overcome the world. And this reminds me, this is where Jesus is talking about all the things that are going to happen in life. The wars, the rumors of war, the fighting, the violence, everything that's going on. Like, turn on the news, turn on social media. It's everywhere. It's been going on, right? It's been going on before. And then Jesus tells you that too. And he says, I'm telling you things so that you have peace. Because you don't need to fear. You don't have to worry about things. The world is going to have trouble, but take heart, because he has overcome the world. The world is full of, why are bad things happening? Because the world is controlled by men. That's why. It's not controlled by God. Not at all, because it's not perfect down here. It's controlled by the enemy. Satan was cast down, and then he gave the domain to Satan to rule down here. So you know what? He is the one that's trying to take control of things. So he uses men, he uses women, and he uses people to destroy God's purpose, but we don't have to fret, because we can overcome through God. Do you guys see that right there? What is that on my face? Sunshine. Praise the Lord. We have not had sun since, it's been over a week, about a week and a half, and remember Maddie and I were talking about the seasonal depression. I mean, it was a week of seasonal depression, not diminishing, just sharing how it was. But today I saw that, I'm like, ooh, it's gonna be a sunny day today. So I'm gonna get out in that pool in that sunshine today. But first, we gotta make some food. So what are we gonna make today, Amy? We are gonna make some wonderful stuff. I got a little bit of dishes I gotta soak up and do. I'm thinking for the weekend, I've got some ribs here for Greg. He likes this. This was a great meal. This right here fed him a couple times, which was awesome. So these are a whole lot of ribs. So I'm very, very thankful for that. So I'm gonna put that in a slow cooker. And then I'm thinking, I have a lot of avocados and I haven't been using them up, and I don't really like them just plain. I'm really not eating too much, so I like them mixed with chicken salad. But I do have mini sliders right here. So I'm thinking, let me fry these up, and then I'll put some bacon. I'll basically do a salad like I did last time with lettuce, because I've got that. No tomato, but I have salsa. And I could do avocado, cheese, whatever else we can find in the refrigerator. So I'm gonna make that for me. And then I also have even a little piece of meatloaf. I'll crumble that. I like meatloaf. I'll crumble that up on my salad too. And I'll do a couple salads, probably today and tomorrow for me for my one meal a day. And then if I don't have anything made, I'm just gonna grab junk. So I do have, I went and bought the coconut cream. So I pulled this out of my freezer, the rest of the Thai right here. I'm gonna do this, cook my sweet potatoes, and I've got some chicken, and I'm thinking to make a couple bowls of that. We got watermelon. For the kids, what did I write down for the kids? What are the kids gonna have tonight? What are the kids gonna have tonight, Amy? Oh, I was like, what are they gonna have? They are gonna do, I've got, you know what, real fast. You know what I got in here? I brought bananas, not rotten bananas, but you know, bananas that bring fruit flies. I don't think we've had fruit flies here. We had them in the mountains all the time. Always dealt with them every season in the mountains. And so had those bananas came in, and the fruit flies are in here, and I thought for sure they would be gone. I keep seeing them. I did, we used to do this in the mountain. There's one in there. I had to put a piece of paper in here so that they go in and go down it. Dishwashing, crystal, liquid, and vinegar. But I'm like, I gotta make the cone. I just gotta make the cone to put in top, because I feel like if you just leave it open, there's only one in there, and I see the other one flying right next to it. So, but yeah, they're in my house. I'm like, wow, I just try to keep killing them wherever they're at. There's one. We're gonna try to kill him. Be gone, fruit flies. So anyways, okay, so kids, I've got chicken that I thawed this week, so I'm thinking they like the chicken panko that I did and bake in the oven and do couscous with that, right? Couscous? Yeah, I'll see if they want something different. And then I'm not gonna make any more food because I think it'll be enough chicken. But I did pull out hot dogs. My kids, they love cheesy hot. It's funny because you make good homemade meals. They're still teenagers. And the one day I'm like, kids, cheesy hot dogs. And they all ran down the stairs like, yes, cheesy hot dogs. And I'm like, wow, if only you could get this excited about mom's homemade chicken. And they appreciate that too, but I had to laugh. So I probably will just do that this weekend. And then I've got, I think, where did I buy the little brats? They were buffalo with Monterey Jack. Not bad. Those are good too. So I pulled both of those out there in the refrigerator. It'll be heated up tomorrow or Sunday, whenever we need it. And because actually I think they're gone Sunday, so I don't know who's going to be here. I just thought about that. So we'll see. And then I pulled out waffle fries. Those are in the freezer. So that'll be like weekend food. After this, make something for today, and then we'll go from there. So we've got a watermelon to cut up. And I'm thinking that's it. I got a list for myself for next week, so I know what I got to buy and get. I'm here. Are you here? You ready? It's going to be a great day today. All right, let's go. All right, I'd like to get done sooner than later today because yesterday was a long day for me. I told the kids it's my day to focus on food because I had to make that for a client. So now I didn't do anything else. Like it was more like the kids didn't do school. They just did their own thing. And so today I don't like to do too much of that because, but mom's work, I get that. So I'd like to not hurry. I'd like to get my food done and be finished because then this afternoon we can watch a movie. I just saw Gifted Hands. Do you guys remember that movie? Gifted Hands, that's on YouTube for free. So I'm like, that was a great movie of Dr. Ben Carson. So I think we'll watch that today and then do some school that we didn't get done yesterday. So, okay, let's do this easy. Ribs, it's funny, I don't use my smoker as much in the grill in the summer because it's just hot. So the regular slow cooker works great. Greg doesn't mind either way. He likes it both, so I'm thankful for it. So let me get some seasonings out. I'm seeing those flies. There's like one over there. I'm like, why are they everywhere? He likes the Old Bay. He doesn't mind the Old Bay at all. So he said this is good. So I'm going to put this on here. Nothing fancy. Not even going to rub it in. Just going to go like that. Because it's going to get barbecue sauce on it. I just might have to get a little more proactive with my bugs because I'm like, there's one there. I'm like, there's no food over there. Why is it even over there? So I'll get things. Okay, let me plug this in over here. All right, let's go on to my stuff here real quick. We'll do the kids' chicken in a minute. So what I'm thinking, sweet potatoes. This is for Maxine and myself because she likes them too. I just like to steam them on the stove. Let me get some water in there. When you turn on the right burner, that's amazing. Okay, the curry is very simple as well, and the burgers will be easy. So let's do like this over here. This is called quick making food. Maybe I'll be done real early. Let me get my stuff. Okay, so there's like 4 mini burgers, that's it. I really don't care if they like are frozen. They'll be mini, and I've got a little bit of meatloaf. It's just gonna be to go on 2 salads, and I'll pull up the bacon as well. Should I just cook all this? Yeah, this chicken, I'll just do all this chicken. The curry, you can just throw it all together. So I'm gonna just go like this. I like cheese, so I'm gonna do that. Let me turn it on. This is my roasted garlic that I did in the slow cooker, so I'll put that right here. Let's go like that so it kind of thaws. So I still have a nice big chunk from, this was 3 months ago. I tried to keep remembering to get it. I have used a lot of garlic powder, but this is good. Still smells like garlic. Double bag it. Is it a big bag? Yeah, the big bag smells like garlic for sure. Okay, make sure this is closed. And I've got my bacon rounds right here. It was funny, Greg and I went for a breakfast date, I don't even know, on the weekend, and we went to Tim Hortons and got a macchiato, and then I got a breakfast sandwich, and it was funny because it was literally an English muffin with a little egg, and it had these bacon rounds on it. I was like, there, got that. I still have a whole lot in here. There's layers. We got this at the discount store too. It's awesome. It's literally bacon. So I'm just gonna put this in here. These are already cooked. Can I just put these in here? Let's fry those up. It'll just take a minute, and then those will be good for salad. And it literally just takes seconds to cook it and heat it up. We're just waiting on this heat. I think I need to get some water in there. So this part of my salad will be done. Okay, I'm excited to make this because last time I used like coconut cream and it was all full of sugar and it was just so sweet. I was like, I cannot eat this. This will be plain, very plain and good. Oh, I was like, what is that noise? Garbage truck. So my recipe is coconut cream. I said 2 tablespoons of green curry powder. I use about half of that jar, that little mini jar. And then a tablespoon of curry powder, garlic. I threw some garlic in there. Sweet chili sauce, we use this. 2 tablespoons and a teaspoon of chicken bouillon. I know, that's good. And 2 teaspoons of sugar, salt, and pepper. Serve with sweet potato chunks, chickpeas, peas, and carrots over rice. I'm not going to do the rice because I don't really need it too much, but I do like peas. And I do like the sweet potatoes in here. So let me just add all this in here. That's really good. I'm gonna add a little less sugar because I don't really, let's just add 1 tablespoon. It tastes really good the way it is. I think I was all sugared out last time. That's good. I feel like that's good and perfect the way it is. So good. I think last time it was just so sugary. I was like, kind of turn me off. Perfect. It's done. Don't even have to do anything with it. Sweet potatoes. I might do a little bit of rice just to have. Do I do a little bit of rice? Let me get a little bit of rice. Let me make a little bit. Perfect. So then that will have, I'm going to add sweet potatoes to it. So usually it was peas and carrots and there's the sweet potato, give it a nice orangey. I'll have that. So basically I'm going to have the salad today and tomorrow. I don't know what our weekend's going to bring. We may go out. It just depends on how life is, but at least I'm guaranteed another meal. And then also for Monday, because if I do end up making like, say, spaghetti for the kids on Monday, I won't have to think about, oh, I got to make sure I get some food because I will be out shopping. Temptation to like, oh, just grab this or do whatever. So I'm thinking this will be good. Dinner will be here and done. Mangoes are looking great. Look at all those mangoes. Oh my goodness. I'm waiting for these. They're getting there. I still can't believe how huge they are. I sure hope they're so good. Still pretty hard. Okay, let's go over here. All right, let's create a couple salads here for my watermelon. Don't fall off the counter. For myself here, I'm gonna just chop up lettuce here. Real fine, I don't mind, just lettuce, I guess. Do I put some onions in it? I could do some real fine onions and burger. I'd put a mild pepper ring in there, that's good. And avocado, that's what I got. That's what I got, celery and carrot, but I don't think that's too good. And I'll put a little bit of cheese on it. It'll be easy salad. I'm going back and forth. I'm like, what kind of salad do I want to have? Do I want it more like a burger? So it'll be like lettuce and onion, the meat and the bacon and avocado. Or, because it's not really Mexican-like because I don't have tomatoes. I could do salsa. I just like the bacon too. So do I just create it like how it doesn't matter, right? It's like me eating it. What flavors sound good? I feel like the mild pepper rings would sound good too. I guess it's just what I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna chop these onions up. I had to laugh because I went to grab a plastic container. I did that. I put the onions, and I have put the onions in a plastic container before. I gave Greg fruit, wow, this is a long time ago, and I poured the fruit from a big can into a plastic container, and he didn't eat it for like a day, and I'm like, that's weird. He usually always likes canned fruit. And so he's like, babe, open it up and smell it. And I was like, okay. I opened it up and I'm like, oh, it's all oniony. So I'm like, note to self, don't use plastic containers for onions because it will leach and make it smell. But I had to laugh. I was like, yeah, grab the glass ones. I don't really think I would know that at 50, but you know, live and learn. So I'm gonna chop all these up because it's just gonna sit in the refrigerator and I'll forget about it. So if I chop it, they can use it on their hot dogs. Some like it on their hot dogs. And next week I'll make something, hold on, is anything burning? Shut the onion things up. And so then next week when I'll make spaghetti or whatever we decide to have, it'll be used for that. So let me continue chopping. Okay, these are perfect for me. I'm gonna wait on the other avocado because it feels a little firm. It'll probably be fine tomorrow. And I'll just eat this one today for my meal. I wanted to put some beets in there, but I did not. Let me just, burgers and beets. Yeah, I like beets. I like beets. All right, let me open this up and put that in there. Be so careful because of the stain. All right, let me drain that out here. There we go. Okay, now I feel good. I like beets a lot, so that'll be perfect. Okay, that is dinner. My one meal a day. If I get extra hungry, it just depends. I find with my womanly cycle, sometimes I'm more hungry. It just depends. It takes time. Sometimes I crave carbs. I think I'm over the carb thing. And then now it's like if I'm extra hungry, I'll get like, I have hummus and rice cakes. Probably grab that for protein early afternoon if I'm hungry. And this will be my meal for dinner tonight. So let me put these in the refrigerator. Okay, I'm gonna make 2 bowls with the curry. I'll put the rice in after it's done. Maybe 3, I guess I'll say 2. I was thinking I'd leave some for Maddie. I don't know if she likes it with peas or not. I feel like she does not. But I don't know, I'll have to ask her and see. Brooklyn always liked it, but Maddie, I think she does too, to a degree. So yeah, that's gonna be, that's good. Okay, there's gonna definitely be 3 right there. If I need to add it in, if I want more, I can have some more. Perfect, so we have extra for mixing, of course, sweet potatoes. That'll go in the refrigerator. And then that little bowl, I think that's gonna be great. Oh, I gotta get rice in there. I forgot about the rice. Rice is cooking. When that's done, we'll put some on. That'll be that's a nice full meal right there. Okay, this is the longest I've ever let dishes sit in my sink, I feel like, for a long time. So I'm using up what we have so we can get more stuff. So veggies, I have a lot of celery, not a lot, just a little bit of celery and carrots. I'm gonna wash it, rinse it, cut some on a plate for today, cut some, put them in a container. It's good. All right, feeling great. Got a little plate, carrots, celery, that works out, and I got some to put in the refrigerator. These got all the rice in them. I'll let that cool for a little bit, and then I'll put those in the refrigerator. Let's chop up the watermelon next. This is the big watermelon we got from Sam's. Let's see how it is. Ooh, not bad. Not bad, not as sweet as the one we got from Detweiler's, but not bad at all. So I don't think I'm gonna cut the other one up because it's a whole container. I was gonna cut it up, but if this gets eaten up, which it may not, and then I can just cut the top layer of this off. So I'll put a little piece of parchment paper and just put it back in the refrigerator, and then like the only thing that'll go to waste is just a thin thing versus like all the juicy inside. You know what I mean? Okay, went to the refrigerator, cleaned it out. We have macaroni and cheese, still very good. Everybody likes it, so there's just enough there for a meal. And then there's one grilled cheese for Jensen, and there's another plain one. So, but not enough tomato soup. Can you freeze tomato soup? I bet you can. So, I'm thinking if anybody has that, it's gonna be a small bowl right here. So, I'm just gonna put enough in a bowl that they want. And then the rest, like that was what they do. The rest, is this the one that I dipped the stuff into? It was where I dropped the stuff in there. It tastes good. But I just made too much. I don't have any more homemade bread made. I do a regular, but I'm thinking, why don't I take, like I'm literally gonna go like this, put this back in the refrigerator, the rest in container, and we'll freeze it. Okay, nothing's going to waste. I can add to this. They like it. I can make some more soup next week. That's like a whole thing of soup. Yeah, that's like a whole right there. I could probably scrape that off too, but I won't. Okay, so this go in the freezer. First label it. Because you'll be like, what is this? So this will be tomato soup. I don't need to put the date because we don't let stuff go that long. Okay. Then it's going to be chicken. I'm going to do my dish. I just keep accumulating. We're going to get to these eventually. Usually I say wash as you go, but today we're not. All right, people, a little more investigating. What more do we have to use up? I got to use up this almond milk. I bought it for recipes, and I know we're not going to use it. So let's make a smoothie. So these are frozen solid. Let me do bananas and strawberries. I hate to thaw them because I know they'll thaw here in a minute. But when the kids come down, I feel like they'll come down. All right, so I'm thinking to do here, I'm gonna add these bananas because we got a big chunk of them right there. I've got strawberries right here. We do maybe more. I've got some raspberries here too. You know I'm going to use it up to the end, so probably going to have to add more strawberries. More than likely it'll be all those. So that will be a smoothie for breakfast. I'll blend that up when they're ready for food. And then the next thing I'm going to do is get and see, I'm using things up. Nothing is going to waste in our household, people. I'm going to do chicken. I've got chicken tenders that I've been thawing in my refrigerator. So what I'm going to do is 2 bowls. One is going to have eggs, so I'm going to do 1 egg. The recipe always says 1 egg. You can kind of stretch it, but I feel like I always have to go get 1 more. So, or add a little bit of water. So I'll do 1, whip it up. The other bowl is going to have panko. We like the panko better, but panko doesn't always stick every direction of your chicken. So what I do is I do panko with a little bit of breadcrumbs, and then that way they will, the in-between gets covered with breadcrumbs. So I like doing that. And then these are seasoned, but I will probably add, I know I'll add more seasons to it. Add more seasonings, even to your chicken. Season your chicken. I'll get all that out. Let me stick this over here. Ground that up a little bit just to see what the outcome will be. So it grinds it up, but there is banana chunks. So I know I will have to do some more. I'll let it sit for just a few minutes until they're ready for it. And then that'll be great for them for breakfast. Okay, so we've got our eggs here. Remember, if you got to do dishes, soak them at least so they don't have to, see an eggshell? So you don't have to scrub them. Like every single pan that had something in it on the bottom, I made sure to put some soap and water in there, because I will get to it here. As soon as I'm done, I'm going to just do a big, giant dishes wash. Okay, so egg, mix that up. And that's going to be perfect. All right. And then I feel like that bowl should be real tiny, but that's okay. So mostly, if I got to do more, which I will. Let panko in here. I know all of that will go. And then some breadcrumbs. I'm going to say about this much. We'll get some seasonings. All right, the last time I did this, I needed bigger bowls. These are kind of small, but I'm just gonna make them all fit as well as I can. I'm not gonna bake these right now because I told you I just wanna get done with my filming for the day so I can do stuff for the kids. These would be great to freeze, like to do what I'm doing right now, and then put them in on your cookie sheet and put them in the freezer, just flash freeze them, then take them out, put them in a Ziploc bag, and then all summer your kids can take them and they can put them in the air fryer and make chicken tenders. All on their own, or you can bake them yourself just for an easy weeknight or weekday dinner, either one. I don't really have to do any of that anymore because my kids are all grown up. But you still can do that. So I'm trying to get my chicken here. You want to dry it as best you can here. Paper towel. So I'm going to do that. Just sprinkle it with salt and pepper here. Well, actually, no, let's dry it. I'll put it back in the bowl. Hold on, let me dry my chicken. Let me dry my chicken here. Get the bigger bowl. All right, I've got all these chicken tenders, which is awesome. So again, this is plenty. More than likely, this will just last through the weekend. I will cook it later when it gets closer. I'm just gonna put them in my refrigerator. And then when it's dinner time, I'll throw them in the oven and then I'll see if I have to make anything else with it. Like, do they want some couscous? Do they have mac and cheese? Do they just want it plain or chop it up and put it on a tortilla? I don't know. We'll just see how that goes, but that's it. I'm finished. I wanted to be done by 10. It's 10 today. So what is Amy gonna do the rest of her day where she normally would film everything? I'm gonna clean up my counters, I'm gonna wipe everything down, I'm gonna wash all those dishes, and then I'm going to sit with my kids and we're gonna watch Gifted Hands, and then we're going to do our school paper. I'm gonna edit today's video. We're gonna get a walk in hopefully. If they don't wanna walk, we'll just swim. Do a swim because it looks like the sun wants to be out. Throw these in the oven, have dinner, call it a Friday, and look forward to my weekend. And oh, and we go to Tropical Smoothie, and Tropical Smoothie is, what is it? It's mango monsoon day if you wear your flip-flops in. So you just have to wear some kind of open-toed shoes, which we all have open-toed shoes. So if you go there today, you get a free mango monsoon. So I told Autumn, when we pick you up, we'll go head over to Tropical Smoothie and get us a smoothie because we really do enjoy, they like smoothies and we go there a lot. So it'll be a nice treat. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, quick and easy, but I gathered up things. We're gonna eat all weekend long. I'm gonna be ready for next week. We're gonna do some shopping, window shopping, browsing the aisles. It'll be really great. So thanks for coming along. Enjoy your weekend and I'll see you Monday. All right, bye.